Well, hello everyone. I'm Mary Teresa Duggan, and I'm a trained teacher and a certified breath practitioner. And I'm the author of a book titled Miracles, the Magic of Life, showing how the power of the breath can transform anything that you want to change in your life, whether it's to do with health or relationships or money, spiritual awareness, meditation, inspiring you to live and radiate your truth, to live and radiate your divinity. Now I have with me here in this interview a lovely lady, my niece, Roisin Connolly. Roisin is a Reiki master, and she offers healing and balance in mind and body. She also offers her clients angel card readings and hands-on healing and clearing houses. Roisin is very intuitive, and with her unique ability, she can help people regain balance within their life. We would love to hear from you, Roisin, so it is with much pleasure that I introduce Roisin Connolly. Roisin, you are very welcome.
Thank you, Auntie Mary. It's lovely to be here.
Lovely to have you, Roisin. Roisin, you're a Reiki master. How did you get into Reiki?
How did I get into Reiki? It was by chance I got into Reiki. I got into Reiki in Ireland. I was living over there for 8 years. Basically, I wanted to meet this lady. Her name was Marguerite Brady, and she did reflexology. And we've been trying to meet up with each other for quite a long time, and eventually I finally got to meet her. And as I was living in New Zealand, before living in Ireland, I was doing massage, and I wanted to start doing just a bit of massage and get back into it. So she told me to come down and see her, and she was down in, I think, outside Mayo. So I met her, and it's just one of those things, as soon as we met each other, it's like we've known each other forever. We're like long-lost friends. So I do believe we were meant to meet each other. And basically started doing massage on one of these ladies, and halfway through the session I just found that her breathing wasn't right, and she was finding it very hard to breathe while she was being quite relaxed with the massage. And just intuitively I put my hands around her head and a little bit on her head, and that's all I did. And at the end of the session she sort of came up to me and said, "What did you do?" Like 10 minutes into the session, my whole face was just on fire and it was burning, and I was sort of taken aback, and I was like, "Oh, I just put my hands on your face and your head. I just felt that you weren't breathing properly." She says, "Yeah, I've had really bad sinus problems for most of my life and haven't really been able to breathe, and all of a sudden, I can't explain, but I just feel like I can breathe again." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I spoke to my tutor, Marguerite, and she said, "Well, Roisin, you have healing hands." And I was like, "I have what? Healing hands? What is healing hands?" And she said, "Well, you know, you healed her. You've got the ability to heal people. Have you ever heard about Reiki?" And I said, "No, I've never heard about Reiki." And she says, "Well, you know, would you like to learn?" And I said, "Well, I would." I said, "There's actually quite a big thing happening in my life at the moment. I've got a blood clot in my leg. I've been told that I'm going to be on warfarin for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be able to have children, and my whole lifestyle is going to change, fitness-wise, health-wise, eating-wise." And I said, "Can Reiki heal this?" And she said, "Yes, if you're willing to learn, you know, I will teach you." And we did a lot of sessions. I think it took a good year to get Reiki 1, 2, and 3, and then I became a Reiki master. During that period, I learned a lot about myself and a lot about my body. I Reiki'd my leg every night, and I went to the top specialist in Dublin, and they basically said, "There's no clot, it's gone." And I believe that's a miracle, and I believe 100% in Reiki and the way it can heal people. And I think what's basically happened since then, the more I've done Reiki, the more intuitive I've become. So I can feel a presence of people. I feel a lot of people's guides with me, people from past life and from present life. And I just believe that when they do come to me, it's exactly the right time for them to come, and it's the right time for them to be healed, for them to learn more about themselves, and if there's any blockages in their body. So yes, so I'm very excited about doing Reiki, and the more I do it on people, the more I learn, the more intuitive I get, and the more help I get, I feel, from my spirit guides as well. So yes, so that's how I got into Reiki.
Yeah, that's a lovely, wonderful, powerful story, Roisin. And you did it with me, and I'm still feeling what you did with me a long time ago. And your hands are just so unique and so precious. Can you talk about your hands at all?
So when you get Reiki, it can go either way. You can get very, very hot or very cold, and you can feel quite tingly in your body. I find when people get a Reiki session, they feel quite a lot of things, but as I've been doing it for a while now, I do pick up messages, so it ends up being a sort of a mini sort of reading. And after I do a session with somebody, I write down all the things that happen during the Reiki session. And I do ask them afterwards how they feel, and they say they feel quite hot. And I suppose that the more intuitive I get, I can pick up if they have got any illnesses or anything going on that's not right in their body.
Yes. Yes, you do, Roisin. It's amazing. And what you write afterwards is so, so helpful. It kind of helps you to continue with what happened during the session. So, Roisin, speaking of yourself, when you're feeling a little bit low, or your energy isn't as, or you're not in balance sometimes, how do you get back on track?
I meditate quite a lot. I try and meditate every morning, and I can't explain the difference I have in the day when I do a meditation to in a day that I don't do a meditation. It just everything seems to go my way when I meditate, and it grounds me. Also, I do a lot of breathing, and I just will sit down, especially before a session. I do a little bit of a ritual that I ground myself, and I want to bring in their guides and my guides, just so that we're all in the right sort of level and all in the right place.
Yes, yes. Talking about your guides, Roisin, are you feeling these all the time? Are you hearing them all the time, or is it just certain times and certain people? How does that happen?
I have quite a few guides. My guides that I know of straight away is my Nana. She would be my biggest guide. She died when she was 99, and she's always with me. I have Brendan as one of my guides, Brendan O'Connor, as you know. Sean Buckley is one of my guides, and I do feel like I have other more spiritual guides. I think I have some monks and nuns with me, and I do know that I get a lot of messages when I'm sleeping and when I'm at Mass, when I'm at church.
That's just wonderful, Roisin. Yes. So, how do you think the world experiences your divinity, your magnificence? You know, we have this idea of, we only see in others what is already in ourselves. Then that's what goes out from us. And that's what connects with all those energies within the world and helps to create more of them. What do you feel you're sending out to the world and helping to create more of?
I feel myself that I'm quite an energetic person. My aura, my Reiki energy around me, I do bring amazing people into my life, and everybody, I do believe, comes into your life for a reason. Same with Reiki. I get clients because they're ready to come and they're ready to be healed. I'm not sure if that answers completely your question.
Yes, but that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So you feel you attract people into your life. Do you find, I find with the breathing, when I attract people into my life, the issues that they have very often helps me as well.
Yeah. 100%. That's why I do believe everyone comes into your life for a reason. I get out of Reiki as much as somebody gets out of Reiki. I feel quite energized after it. I feel amazing. It makes me feel that I'm looked after. And you just have to trust. I do feel nervous anytime I do a Reiki session, but I think at the end of the day, I just have to trust in God and trust in my guides that, whatever they need to know at the time. That's probably my biggest motto, is whatever they need to know right now is what they're going to get out of the session.
That's exactly what people come for, isn't it, Roisin? And I just believe they always get that from you. That's just really amazing. What are you feeling most excited about right now?
I'm excited about probably getting more into the Reiki side of things. I believe I need to be doing this. This is like my calling. I would like to probably get into some more modalities to learn more, because I think Reiki, the way I do Reiki, I do it quite different to other people who do their Reiki, and because I get messages now, and what happens after I write down all the messages, I do get them to choose angel cards, because then it's their reading, it's not just my reading. And just the way it seems to work out, the two of them coincide with each other, and they seem to be exactly what they need to hear right then.
Yes, I find those angel cards very inspiring. Yes. Clearing houses, Roisin, how do you do that?
I've done that. I've done quite a few houses. I've got a real sense of when I go into a house, I pick up the energy, and I found it in my house. There was a room in my house, and it's now my son's room, and it had a lot of old photographs and a lot of old antiques, and I just felt there was a real negative energy in the room, and it did take a while, but I did get rid of it, so there's nothing in there anymore. And I do find you just feel this sort of different presence in a house, that you know that someone is not ready to move on, and they're stuck in the house. I have felt quite a few entities, which had been a little bit scary, but I was just trusted, and I just knew that I needed to get rid of them out of the house, and it happened, and it was like, it was amazing. I remember one room I was in, and I remember someone saying to me, they could never go into that room, they never really slept in it properly or anything like that, and soon as I had done the clearing of the room, it was just like there was a light back into that room, and they just felt a completely different energy.
Right.
So, yeah.
So when you're speaking about your house, that was before you moved in. Like when you moved in, you noticed that negativity. It wasn't there while you were there, yes. So you cleared that out. It did take a while, didn't it?
Yeah, it did take a while. I found that each time I went into my son's room that I just kept picking up more, a little bit more stuff, and so I'd do it again and again, and I've never done it since. So the house is. I've been told by other readers and other guides that I have this amazing balcony outside my house, and that's where my angels sit. So that's when you were saying where do I go to get grounded, that's actually probably the best place I go. I just stand there and I just feel all the energy and all the people helping me.
Oh, it's lovely to have a place like that, Roisin. Yes. So, is there anything else you would like your listeners to know about Anything at all?
I believe that I'm a person that likes to know the future, and I like to know what's going to happen next. I just believe that actually you do just need to live in the now and live in the moment, because I feel like it's all been taken care of. You don't actually have to worry about what's out there and what's going to happen next, because if you don't live in the now, then you're not enjoying life, as it is now. And I think that's probably the most important thing. And people just got to believe that everybody comes into your life for a reason, and if it's a good reason or bad reason, they're giving you a life lesson, and it's for you to learn and grow, and for you to just get stronger, and then you'll be able to get everything you want, the money that you want, or the relationship you want, or the health, or the children, or anything you're looking for, because it's all out there, but you just have to believe in it and trust, and just know that this is where you're meant to be at exactly this right time.
Yes, and the power of living in the present moment, as you mentioned, Roisin, it's just so powerful, isn't it? And that's where we find our truth, our divinity, isn't it? Yes. Well, Roisin, you've been brilliant in this interview, and I just know people will get a lot of help from what you've been saying. Now, how do people get in touch with you, Roisin?
Well, I have a Facebook page, so it's called Roisin's Reiki, so you can get in touch with me on that. You just have to Google it, and that will come up. Also, you can email me on Roisin, which is ROISIN_C @clear.net.nz. If you want to just talk, or if you want to have a Reiki session, I'm here anytime.
Yes, or angel card readings?
Angel card readings, absolutely, or clearing houses.
Yes. I'm sure, Roisin, people will really want to be in touch with you. So thank you very, very much, Roisin. That was wonderful.
No problem. Thank you.
Blessings and love now.
Thank you, Auntie Mary.